looked at other schools for finishing my degree, Thomas Edison really had the edge over all the other schools, even looking at private colleges near where I live, just north of Philadelphia.
All of the lessons, all of the modules, everything was done in a way that I felt like I could pick it right up and take it right to work with me the next day. So that to me was like the best part of it.
I've done everything online, which to me was exceptional because you have the ability to do the homework whenever you feel like.
I couldn't have picked a better school to come to and graduate from. The flexibility of just being able to pick your own classes and not given a set schedule from other schools that other schools offer. It was just great. It was amazing. I couldn't ask for a better school to have graduated from.
Thank you.
Here now, in the presence of candidates for academic recognition, are members of the staff, mentors, officials, alumni, honored guests, and friends. The inaugural spring commencement of Thomas Edison State College will be opened with the Star-Spangled Banner performed by Princeton Pro Musica.
Still
we regret to inform you that due to a medical emergency, Dr. Buzz Aldrin was unable to be with us today. He sends his heartfelt congratulations to our graduates and deeply regrets not being with us today to join the celebration of your achievement. Our thoughts are with Dr. Aldrin as we wish him a very speedy recovery. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Vice Chairperson of the Board of Trustees, Eric Robert Lear, who will bring greetings and introduce those trustees, foundation directors, and other members of the platform party here today. Mr. Lear.
Thank you, William. Good afternoon. Dr. Pruitt, honored and distinguished guests, officers, and staff of the college, mentors, candidates, alumni, former trustees, and friends. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Thomas Edison State College, I welcome you to the inaugural spring commencement. And now I would like you to meet the other members of the Board of Trustees who are with us today. Please stand as you are introduced and remain standing until all are introduced. Please hold your applause until all are introduced. Ida Hammond, Brian Maloney, Harvey Myers, Marilyn Pearson, Deborah Schmelzer, Stacy Slumko. Thank you. And now I am pleased to present members of the Thomas Edison State College Foundation Board of Directors who were able to be with us today. Please stand as your names are called and remain standing until all are introduced. Please hold your applause until all are introduced. Ahmed Azmi, Nicholas Carnival, Margaret Hoisington, William Schofield, and Michael Toscani. And now may I introduce other members of the platform party. Please stand as your names are called and remain standing until all are introduced. William Seaton, Vice President and Provost. John Thurber, Vice President for Public Affairs. Michael Shearing, Vice President and Treasurer. Penelope Brower, Vice President for Planning and Research. Mary Ellen Caro, Vice President for Enrollment Management and Learner Services. Norma Blake, New Jersey State Librarian. Susan Davenport, Dean of the Heavin School of Arts and Sciences. Susan Gilbert, Dean of the School of Business and Management. Susan O'Brien, Dean of the W. Carey Edwards School of Nursing. Marcus Tillery, Dean of the School of Applied Science and Technology. Joseph Youngblood, Vice Provost and Dean of the John S. Watson School of Public Service and Continuing Services. Jack Lampman, Alumni Representative. Jerry Ice, Vice President Emeritus. Sharon Smith, Registrar. Sister Ellen Dower, President, Thomas Edison State College Academic Council. The remaining members of the platform party will be introduced individually during the course of the ceremony. Also seated in the audience are members of the Academic Council, mentors, college officers, and staff. Would all of you please stand? Thank you. Graduates, let me say on behalf of the Board of Trustees and all other distinguished guests on the platform and in the audience, how proud and pleased we are to share and celebrate this special day with you. It is my pleasure to introduce Mr. William Seaton, Vice President and Provost. Mr. Seaton.
We will have one speaker who will give reflections on behalf of all the graduates. Speaking for the graduates will be Dana Costanzo. Dana has just completed her studies in the College of Nursing and has received a graduate degree with a 4.0 grade point average. She is also a member of the Honor Society of Nursing, Sigma Theta Tau International, and holds several certifications in leadership and nursing. Ms. Costanzo has been in the healthcare management for more than 25 years. Starting in 1985 as a nurse manager, she advanced to Six Sigma Black Belt status and then transitioned to Director of Quality at Virtual Home Care. Currently, she is a patient care administrator at Virtual Home Care, with her focus on providing strategic and technical leadership for operations. Ms. Costanzo currently resides in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. Ms. Costanzo.
Good afternoon. I want to say thank you, President Pruitt, trustees, Dr. O'Brien, esteemed faculty, friends, family, and alumni. I am honored and moved to be the student commencement speaker for the class of 2010-2011's first spring commencement. As I was preparing for today, a Chinese proverb comes to mind. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. For most of us, our first steps at Thomas Edison began when we clicked on that discussion board for the very first time. I can remember for the very first time, I signed into class and wondered why someone with such little expertise in technology would think this was a good idea. I'm here to tell you, not only was it a good idea, it was the greatest educational experience anyone can have. Throughout my life and career, education has been a continual thread, implanted in the belief that lifelong learning is essential to personal and professional development. Having parents that were from the World War II generation, it was an expectation that their children get an education to have a better life. What they could have never imagined on this day was that we would have done it and achieved that dream through technology. You all know that life is a journey, and Thomas Edison State College has given us tools in order to be successful in today's environment. We were taught to be leaders, flexible, persistent, curious, self-disciplined, critical thinkers, multifaceted, respect cultural diversity, and most of all, commitment to lifelong learning. While several of our courses were cutting edge and broadened our horizon, some of them taught us about the heart of humanity. As a nurse, the class that changed my life the most was nursing leadership in a global community. That course was an in-depth study in various countries, including third world countries. It made me more aware that as a nurse, I can have a greater impact, not just in my community, but in the world. Recently, I was on a trip in Chicago on a cold winter day with a friend who was also a Thomas Edison alumni, and noticed a man shuffling along a very crowded street. As we looked down, we noticed that he was walking on cardboard without shoes. We looked at each other, and without saying another word, went into a store and bought him a pair of shoes. I'm telling you this story because without the opportunity to have taken the global nursing course, I'm not sure I would have noticed the plight of that man. That class taught us we can all make a difference, no matter who we are. We all have life lessons that we'll take away from our time at Thomas Edison. Some of the most important ones are determination to achieve your dream. It takes a great deal of self-discipline and autonomy to achieve an online degree. And today, we have achieved our dream. Expect more from yourself than you ever dreamed possible. When we started this journey, there were times when we thought this day was so far out of reach. We quickly learned, with the help of our mentors and peers, that we needed to set high expectations and our goals would be attainable. We have the power to improve people's lives. No matter what degree you have attained, we have the knowledge and the ability to make a difference. As our journey of 1,000 miles comes to an end, we, the class of 2010 and 2011, would like to thank Colonel Buzz Aldrin for teaching us that on a hot night in July of 1969, that courage, persistence, and taking a risk could make what we thought unbelievable achievable. To our mentors, thank you. Thank you for your patience, for your guidance, setting high expectations, and making us reach further than we ever dreamed possible. To our family and friends, thank you for your love, for your support and understanding every time we took that computer on vacation with us. To us, the class of 2010 and 2011, for every time we had a bad day, signed on to that discussion board, and one of our peers said, "Nice post, good job," gave us all the encouragement to continue to this day. In closing, I would like to leave you with a story that has guided me on my life's journey. There was a young man walking down a deserted beach just before dawn. In the distance, he saw an old man. As he approached the old man, he saw him picking up stranded starfish and throwing them back into the sea. The young man gazed in wonder as the old man again and again threw starfish from sea to sand. He asked, "Old man, why do you spend so much energy doing what seems to be such a waste of time?" The old man explained that stranded starfish will die in the morning sun, but there must be thousands of beaches and millions of starfish, exclaimed the young man. How can you make any difference? The old man looked at the small starfish in his hand, and as he threw it to the safety of the sea, he said, "It makes a difference to that one." So, as we begin the next chapter of our journey, we, the class of 2010 and 2011, have the ability to leave our legacy and make a difference. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Costanzo. We are delighted and honored to have with us today Princeton Pro Musica, directed by Francis Slade and accompanied by Jackson Borges. They will now perform Mozart's Gloria from the Coronation Mass. Please join me in welcoming Princeton Pro Musica and Jackson Borges.
Gloria,
Thank you, Princeton Pro Musica. I am now pleased to recognize those students who have earned their degree with distinction. The requirements for earning the awards can be found in today's program. The Arnold Fletcher Award recognizes baccalaureate degree recipients who have made exceptional achievements in independent learning using methods pioneered by Thomas Edison State College. Arnold Fletcher honorees wear a gold cord. Membership in Alpha Sigma Lambda, National Honor Society, recognizes adult students who have excelled in their studies by earning an average overall grade point average of 3.2 or higher and are in the top 20% of their graduating class. Alpha Sigma Lambda inductees wear a garnet and gold cord. Membership in the International Society of Education, Kappa Delta Phi Honor Society, recognizes the academic achievements and professional accomplishments of educators worldwide. Inductees wear a violet and jade cord. Membership in the Honor Society of Nursing, Sigma Theta Tau International, recognizes outstanding undergraduate and graduate nursing students. They can be identified by their purple and white cords. Membership in the School of Business Honor Society, Sigma Beta Delta International, recognizes graduate and undergraduate students in business and management. They can be identified by their green and gold cords. Would all the award recipients and inductees please stand? Those honorees present here today received their awards at a ceremony this morning. Their names, awards, and honors are listed in today's program. Mr. President, Deans Susan Davenport, Susan Gilbert, and Susan O'Brien will present the candidates for the conferring of the graduate degrees. Dean Davenport.
Will all the candidates for the degree of Master of Arts in Liberal Studies and the Master of Arts in Educational Leadership please rise and remain standing? Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates standing before you for the aforementioned degrees. These candidates have met all of the requirements for the degree as established by the Academic Council of Thomas Edison State College and as approved by the Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Dean Davenport.
Will all of the candidates for the degrees of Master of Science in Management and Master of Science in Human Resource Management please rise and remain standing? Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates standing before you for the aforementioned degrees. These candidates have met all of the requirements for the degree as established by the Academic Council of Thomas Edison State College and as approved by the Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Dean Gilbert.
Will all the candidates for the degree of Masters of Science in Nursing please rise and remain standing? Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates standing before you for the aforementioned degree. These candidates have met all the requirements for the degree as established by the Academic Council of Thomas Edison State College and as approved by the Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Dean O'Brien. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended, with all of the honors, rights, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations.
Candidates, you may be seated. Will the first row of candidates please rise and come forward as directed by the marshals and present yourselves for the receiving of your degree. All other candidates, please remain seated until you are directed to come forward.
Earl Nielsen, Jr.
John Evancho. Laura Marie Clark.
Byron Hunter.
Rachel Moore.
Prince Dimasio.
Hawao Yabotin Dimasio.
Spencer Cybovo.
Jennifer Kaufman.
Arthur Boddicker.
Fakara Nazneen. Deborah Etty.
Deborah Akins.
Diane Costanzo.
Thomas Seisinger Jr.
Linda Suzanne Susie Clark from California.
Cynthia Boston.
Eric Chamambi.
Jamie Leonard. Holly Cummings.
Mr. President, Deans Marcus Tillery, Susan Davenport, Susan Gilbert, and Susan O'Brien will now present the candidates for the conferring of the baccalaureate degrees. Dean Tillery.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Applied Science and Technology and the degree Bachelor of Science in Health Sciences please rise and remain standing?
Thank you, Dean Tillery.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates standing before you for the aforementioned degrees. These candidates have met all the requirements for the respective degrees as established by the Academic Council of Thomas Edison State College and as approved by the Board of Trustees.
Thank you.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science in Human Services please rise and remain standing? Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates before you for the aforementioned degrees. These candidates have met all of the requirements for the degrees as established by the Academic Council of Thomas Edison State College and as approved by the Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Dean Davenport.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration and Bachelor of Science in Organizational Leadership please rise and remain standing? Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates standing before you for the aforementioned degrees. These candidates have met all the requirements of the degree as established by the Academic Council of Thomas Edison State College and as approved by the Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Dean Gilbert.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing please rise and remain standing? Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates standing before you for the aforementioned degrees. These candidates have met all of the requirements for the degree as established by the Academic Council of Thomas Edison State College and as approved by the Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Dean O'Brien. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended, with all rights, honors, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations.
You may be seated. Will the first row of candidates please rise and come forward as directed by the marshals and present yourself for the receiving of your degree. All other candidates, please remain seated until you are directed to come forward by the marshals.
Talara McLean.
Deborah Schmelzer.
Fiona Finley.
Ohi Chowdhury.
Wendy Esther Arevalo.
Terry Dahl. Shannon Peterkin.
Pedro Luis Amaro.
Sabrina Renee Williams.
Jose Alba.
Matthew Morse.
Amy Lynn Dosher.
Brian Fogarty.
Timothy Wharton.
Richard Schmidt.
James Maliro.
Cynthia Diogo.
Maudlin Jules.
Gretchen Schoenhar.
Courtney Ravenel Sage.
Abelardo Conesa.
Tiffany Forand.
Monique Hilly.
Yasha Wheeler.
Michael Davis.
Mike.
Edward Phelps.
Shari Allen.
Andrea Rose.
Derek Gerf Brent.
Megan Elaine Sobecki.
Hang Bong Kam Dang.
John Mealy.
James Matthew Johnstone.
Paul Clark.
Michelle Abel.
Vic Thi Nguyen. Stuart Warren.
Hoyt Lumpkin.
Sorry, Denise Lewis.
Kelly Toller.
Timothy O'Connell.
Thomas Jerome.
Therese Campbell.
Lori Payakovich. Kimberly Conroy.
Carolyn Virginia McQueen. Faith Icaridi Ate.
Joseph Moss.
Jennifer Lynn Anderson.
Pedro Payano.
Christina Elise Krupala.
Michael Samuda.
Monica Lynn Johnson.
Marguerite Marie Ciccolella.
Brandon DiLorenzo.
Judith McFarland.
Winfred Jandu Hedidog.
Cornelia Godish.
Louis Alquist.
Staff Sergeant Eleuterio Baez, U.S. Army.
Gerald Reiner.
Donald Ewing.
Dina John Charles.
Carolyn Gross.
Nikisha Mays.
Heidi Kester.
Sergeant First Class Hinton, United States Army.
That's Adam Bernstein.
Jack Jacobs.
Michael Diaz.
Patricia Baker. Rachel Strittmatter.
Jasmine Marie Vasquez.
Marie Betty Duyon.
Meredith Sayadi.
Ricky Goodrich.
Jasmine Adams.
Tamlin Joy Albright Sorrell.
Jennifer Rogers.
James Christopher Heist.
Kathleen Claire Zauer.
Jeffrey Charles Hebner.
Irene Julia Cockerham.
Janine Marie Romano. Elizabeth Fitzgerald Fox.
Vida Leonora Lee.
Kathleen Terry.
Harry Dunlap.
Dawn Lee Harris.
Latasha Nassim Patrick.
Cristina Calabria.
Lisa Yanello Mack.
Margaret Donahue.
Rochelle Lynette Purnell.
Sergeant Angelica Golandano, U.S. Army.
James Mascarello.
Rodney Keith Turner.
Sherry Olson.
Emerson Lewis.
Petty Officer Second Class Michael Schmidt, United States Navy.
Yolanda Hobson Courtledge.
Shakira Peterson.
Sergeant First Class Demetria Williams, U.S. Army Medic.
Leanne Rose Cardenas. Jill Ann Peterson.
Dean Clementi.
Terry Trevino.
Anibal B.G. Garcia.
Stephen Latham.
April Dawn Robinson.
Petty Officer Second Class Travis B. Schmidt.
United States Navy. Ricky James Vidic.
Judy Galeta.
Henry Mendez.
Erica Gravina.
Sharon Aline Nuva Neary.
James Young.
Jimmy Yang.
Specialist Andrea Mauricio, U.S. Army.
Tiffany M. Jenkins.
Jessica Martins Vaz.
Melissa Hutchison.
Jason McManus.
Derek Lamar Witherspoon.
Juliana Dawn Russell.
Justin Jacob Zelig Gertzman.
Petty Officer Second Class, United States Navy, Stephen Tate.
Sherry Jane Feast.
Sherry's husband, Darren Michael Feast.
Tiffany Chanel Williams.
Justin Davis.
Matt Osborne.
BG Ipe.
Malachi Oglesby.
At this time, we would like to recognize the achievement of a graduate who has been granted a degree posthumously. On behalf of Mrs. Samantha Dawson, Mr. Jeffrey Dawson is with us to accept Mrs. Dawson's Bachelor of Science in Applied Science and Technology degree. Mr. Dawson.
Mr. President, Dean Davenport will now present the candidates for the conferring of the associate's degrees. Dean Davenport.
Will all the candidates for the associate's degrees please rise and remain standing? Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates standing before you for the associate's degree. These candidates have met all of the requirements for the degree as established by the Academic Council of Thomas Edison State College and as approved by the Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Dean Davenport. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended, with all of the rights, honors, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations.
Will the candidates please come forward as directed by the marshals and present yourself for the receiving of your degree.
Lynette Salter.
Marsha Arrington.
Angel Smith, Raleigh, North Carolina.
Petty Officer First Class Evelyn V. Bowens, United States Navy.
Siobhan Alston.
Lisa Thomas.
Jamie Schroep.
Lenora Ellis.
Melissa Eileen I Did It Roth.
Jennifer McQuiggan.
Daily Cintron and
Irvin Cintron, United States Coast Guard.
To our men and women in armed services, thank you for your service. Graduates, you may move your tassels from the right to the left. I want to welcome all of you to our new Brunswick campus. And I want to take this opportunity to thank President McCormick and all of the wonderful staff, the people here at Rutgers that have done such a wonderful job accommodating us on short notice. You have our appreciation and the appreciation of our graduates. Thank you. Now, it is customary and traditional at college commencements for some officer of the institution to come to the lectern and ask for the show of appreciation for the parents that put their children through school. Now, parents, we know many of you are here, and we really appreciate the support you gave our graduates, but I hope you will give us some license if we change the order of that. So with all of the spouses, partners, children, and grandchildren of our graduates, please stand and be acknowledged. Please stay, and please remain standing. Please remain standing. Now would you be joined by the mothers, fathers, grandparents, uncles, aunts, and nieces and nephews of our graduates. Please remain standing. Would you now be joined by all of the cousins, in-laws, and friends of our graduates? Thank you. You can be seated. You are now certified to the world at large as alumni of Thomas Edison State College. She is your kindly mother, and you her cherished sons and daughters. This exercise denotes not only your severance from her, but your completed union with her. Commencement does not mean the breaking to a life apart. Rather, it marks your initiation in the fullest sense into the fellowship of the college. As bearers of her torch, as centers of her influence, as promoters of her spirit. The college is not its buildings, nor the officers of the college, nor the students of any one time. Not one of these or all of them. The college consists of all who come into and go forth from her halls, who are touched by her influence and who embody her spirit. Wherever you go, the college goes with you. Wherever you are at work, there is the college at work. What the college proposes to be, what it must always strive to be, is represented in its name, which honors a great man, a man who demonstrated the value of learning and the nobility of knowledge without regard as to the forum in which the learning took place. Let his inspiration surge in you and shine before the thousands whom you will encounter. With hope and faith, I welcome you into the fellowship. I bid you farewell only in the sense that I pray that you may fare well. You go forth, not from us. We remain, but not severed from you. God go with you and be with you and us.
Thank you, Dr. Pruitt. I am now pleased to introduce the alumni representative, Mr. Jack Lampman.
Congratulations again. It is both an honor and a privilege for me to welcome all of our new graduates to the membership in the Thomas Edison State College Alumni Association. You now proudly join more than 36,000 alumni across the nation and throughout the world. We have alumni in every state and in more than 55 foreign countries. You are now part of a group that includes leaders in government, business and industry, private enterprise, the performing arts, the military, and education. Whatever talent you possess, each one of you now becomes an important member of that group and can contribute both as learners in your chosen fields and to your communities at large. At this time, and by this ceremony, on behalf of all alumni of Thomas Edison State College, I hereby induct you into this distinguished body. Your assistance and your ideas are vital as we continue to move forward to strengthen and support our alma mater.
Thank you, Mr. Lampman. Before we conclude the ceremony, I would again like to express appreciation to Princeton Pro Musica and Jackson Borges for providing music for this special occasion. We will conclude our 2011 inaugural spring commencement ceremony with the singing of the alma mater. We are very pleased to have Princeton Pro Musica perform it for us. Words and music are in your program. If you care to follow along or to join in the singing, please do so. Please refrain from singing, please rise, for we want you to sing, but we were also going to ask you to rise and remain standing at your seats for the recessional until the staff, mentors, and graduates have left the auditorium. Thank you.
Here's to our college, our alma mater, amid the challenge of our needs. Hasting not now.